fellas. That was perfect. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Yeah. When I got into this little hole here, some birds took off flying. And right here, this guy splashed and gave himself away. So I just sneaked so close and so slow. And the sun is up. I'm a little late getting out to the party today, but that's okay. I wanted to be late. I knew the sun was going to shine. Last time I was here, it was so cloudy and we caught good, but I was having a hard time looking down in the water. But I seen this guy and I was afraid he was seeing me good, but evidently either he saw me and didn't care, or he didn't see me. He's big. He's a big guy. I don't want to rush him. I've learned from the last time and I've learned from every time I come out. You don't want to rush these fish. I've lost a lot of them that just was hooked through the skin, say in the roof of their mouth or something, and you can tear them out. But if you just be a little patient, they'll give up. They'll get over here and then you'll get them. Now, if you happen to get a good look and you see it's all the way through their lip, then you can be a little more aggressive. But anyway, just want to thank y'all for coming out. And this is a good sign that they're biting, but I never judge by one fish, because even on a bad day when they're not biting good, you run across a couple that'll bite. Now he's hooked to the top of his mouth, not all the way through and through, but maybe he'll hang on there, maybe he'll fall off. I don't know. If I give him slack, he'll fall off. He's not in very good. But it wasn't one of them catches that you could have tore out by dogging him. But you never know. You know, it was hooked straight up to the top of his mouth, and if I can get my hand on him, I'll try to show you what I'm talking about. But see, it just fell out right there. But it was just hooked on the top of the mouth. But the more I would have pulled, the harder it would have dug in. But a lot of times they're just tucked in through a little skin, and you pull hard and that skin gives way. All right. Yeah, he's just a good respectable fish. 26 inches. Did I even tilt my head down? Let's just do it again just in case. Yeah. So, all right, guys. That is a good way to start out the day. Well, I think we've got everything in the world spooked up right here, but I expected that. That's right in my plan. I thought to come here first, and what I'm learning about these marshes, and guys, you see me catch a lot of fish, but every time I come out, I learn a little more. And I try to pass it on to you guys so that that information can be something that y'all might use if you get in the area. But all these little ditches and everything that worms around through these places, they hold a small amount of reds, but it seems like every time I break out into one of these bigger holes that the fish like to hang out in these areas. Now, I'm not 100% sure that that is what's happening. It may be that the deeper ditches, they're there, but I'm not casting blind, so I may be paddling over a lot. I mean, I do see one bust every once in a while when I in them ditches, but I think they just like to come out here and root around in these bigger flats. They feel more safe in an open area than they do in them confined ditches. So I've looked on a map and I look at every one of these bigger holes, and it always seems like, yeah, I caught several in this hole, that hole, that hole. But then I'll say, well, yeah, there's been one or two I catch between, but not very much. Now there's a bunch of action happening over there, and it's a fair ways away, maybe 50 yards. It's possible that there could be a red over there that's not stirred up real bad. All right, guys, let's just move on to the next one, and we'll see what happens today. right. I seen him playing around up there. I don't know how big he is. He don't seem to be very big. Nope. 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 But after catching the 26-incher, hey, you're not big enough to be stirring up the whole creek. Settle down, fella. Might be a low end slot, but yeah. Come here, fella. Still fun. Alright, settle down quickly. Quickly. The wind is starting to pick up out of, what is that? West again? Wow, that's odd. They didn't predict west. But I decided to go ahead and paddle all the way down. Let's give it a quick eat. Well, let's look at it good. He's 20 and a half. He definitely could be lunch. Could be lunch, but I really believe we're going to do pretty good today. Just because it hadn't been very long and I see a lot of fish. They're not being super cooperative today. Meaning that I throwed at a few that kind of just didn't run at it. And that's fine. The water's pouring in. They've been up here all night, barely had a drink of water. So now they're getting some water. There. I throw the frog in area over here and it was just tons of reds. And this popping frog, I think it makes a little too much noise. They're not comfortable with that pop in this real tiny water. They need a little more water. I should tie the other frog on, but I hadn't given up on the popping frog. I just don't think the conditions are right, because I've seen the other frog not work sometime too. You know what, let's just let this one go. 20 and a half. Go away, feller. Grow up a little bit. I'm not short of fish. I have a few fish, so I don't have to take a little one, even though that's the best eating one right there. You know, 20 and a half, you can't. Actually, the best eating ones they don't let you keep. Back in the day, them little rascals that were about 14 inches. Oh man, like candy. But we're talking about a long time ago when that was legal. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna move on, see what else is around. We can't spend that much time on a little 20 and a half, but I'm just letting y'all know what's going on, so y'all see this hole in one of my last videos. That's where I caught the 27 and 7/8 red, and it still had redfish in this day, but it's only got a lot of redfish. And the scenario was just about the same way. It was pretty much dry and the water pouring in. The only thing is, looks like the wind is shifting a little more to the south, which is good because I started out up there, and so let the wind shift to the south and help me go back where I started. So, all right, well, let's move on to the next one. Sometimes you just get lucky. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if I call it luck. Sometimes you just are more blessed. I'm blessed. That fish should have not I mean, because I messed up on the first throw, throwed it on his head. Ah, man, that was awesome. Awesome. Praise the Lord. Oh man, that was a good fish. I hope he hangs on there. I need to not really horse him. I'm gonna let him kind of pull me around in this hole. I don't think nothing else is gonna bite in here anyway. I don't want to tear it out if he's just lightly hooked. There was one when I first come in here that was, you know, rooting around up there in the shallow water, and boy, them mullet rushed in front of me and told him what was going on. He said, huh, I don't want no part of that. Not today. Not today. Maybe next time, but not today. Oh yeah, fella, you got it around your gill. I hate it when that happens, because normally when you take it out of the gill, sometimes it changes the direction of where the hook is in their mouth and just flat unhooks it. So I'm not even going to try to get it out of this gill, because he's a keeper for sure. And let's just see if we can get him on a board, and then we'll deal with all that noise. You done? You done? I think he's done. I think he's done. Let me reach over here and grab. Okay. All right. Well, unwrap it around there, and let's see if my theory was right. If he would have unwrapped. Oh, just guys, if you, I'm going to take my hat off my head, and so it's going to be a little awkward, but I'm going to try to get this footage. I'm going to tap it on the back to get the screen up. Alright, guys, if y'all can see in there, that feller, if I would have horsed him, if he would have came out from his gill plate, which he would have done if he turned a certain way, and let me just change my hands up a little bit and get the string out like it's supposed to be. If I figure out which way it is in there. Yeah. Alright guys, I know y'all probably won't see this part of it, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of a tug. Just a little bit of a tug, and it just pulled right out. That's why it's so important to have a good smooth drag. These reels that talk about having 17 pounds of drag, that's maybe for if you're bass fishing and you need to pull him out from a log or underneath a bridge or something. But out here red fishing, you do not want to have a tight drag, and you don't need no 17 pounds. So keep your drags light. You need it tight enough to set the hook, but after that, don't overdo it. Alright, all this talk, and I hadn't measured him yet. 25 inches. 25 inches. A little bit over. Well, that's good. That's good. I've been here a little while, but not terribly long. I went down my long south track. The wind started blowing from the south and bringing me back, and I was able to really study this on the map a lot, so I got it in my head, a lot of these little nooks and crannies that last time I was here kind of had me confused, because I thought I was one place, and I actually, when I got home and I got to looking, I was not quite where I thought I was. Ended up fine, caught a lot of fish, got home, but today I know where this goes. There's a red right there. Bunch of mullet chasing, maybe a red. All right guys, too much talk, let's get to the next one. They were too little. They were too little anyway. Right there that ain't. He's big enough. He's big enough. I think he's big enough. Don't you get off, guy. Come on. Turn us around. I don't want to tear it out. As we've learned, don't horse them. Don't horse them for the force of just because. You just don't do it. And besides, enjoy your fish, guys. Enjoy it. Don't get in a bind. Even if you're making videos, guys. I know you guys want to see a lot of action, but I'm gonna slow down, enjoy them a little more. Now it's starting to get a little jerky on that, but I'm not going to force it. But I think I will. I'm going to stop us so we don't go all over. Although I think, I don't like it when they go around the places, because then you don't have no control over the drag. They get up against a tree or whatever, or the bank, and then that's just a straight pull. So, but that's a good fish right there, fellers. I think it will be the last one we put in this video. That would be number 3 on the keepers. It's been a fair day. Well, it's been an awesome day. I get so spoiled to some days that when almost every fish just hammers it, to whenever I get a challenging day where I only get about half of them take it. This guy got it all the way down his throat. Well, feller, I don't know if it's hooked down in there good. That's the thing. We may just take a look at it. I'm not even gonna. Oh, easy, guy, easy. I don't want to even put your weight. There you go. All right, fellers, let's just take a gander at how good it's hooked in his mouth, and see if it was like that one earlier that if I had a Horstein, we would have lost him. All right, let's take a look. I'll look first and I'll let you know. No, this one I don't even have to show you. I don't think you could see it anyway if I showed you. But he was hung. It wasn't really hung deep. He didn't have it past the barb even, looked like, but it was pointed into a really meaty spot. So the harder I'd have got on him, just the more it would have dug in. But you don't give him slack. You give me slack and he for sure would get off. Possibly, you know, because it wasn't past the barb. All right, it is a good about almost 26. Almost 26, but I think that's going to be the last one, guys. It's an awesome day. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here. I was just a few minutes ago out to a part where I knew, and I said, I'll come back up into this little part here because I was pretty close to the mouth of this place. I said, well, I only had 2 keepers, and so let's see if we can't get a third. And so now we got a third. Now I just got to backtrack, but I have my GPS today so I can look at it and see. But man, it's been awesome. As far as it's still kind of calm, and you can hear them bust like this fella here so far away, and you just work towards them. I think my camera died. My camera died? It didn't die, guys. Why did I hear that sound? I don't know. I heard a beep. I don't know what that beep was all about. But anyway, guys, just want to say God bless, and we will see y'all next time.